Hey everybody, it's your boy, Nathan Crash.
And Chris.
We're back with Bodied by the Internet. And if you're not familiar with the format, I'll just explain it real quick. We read scary stories off of Reddit. Particularly LetsNotMeet. That's where we're reading them from today. We read them, we give our thoughts on them, and then we give them a number rating. That's pretty much it. And you're encouraged to do the same. It's the internet's favorite game, and all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe. It's really fucking simple. So, look, I don't want to be that guy, but like, you know, if you want to get bonus brownie points, you could also follow me at Twitch at twitch.tv/Nathan_Crash.
I mean, why would you not?
Yeah, but you're crazy if you don't.
Get the sick fucking streamies in.
Streamy weenies.
Yeah.
Stop being gross, dude.
Stream.
Oh, he's so streamy.
Oh, he's so
That
streamy.
Nathan Crash Boy's so streamy.
Crash Boy! Alright, so we're introducing our boy Campfire Coon. I'm gonna be reading a story by user Buoyant Pesky. It's called a Creepy Camp Counselor. The name stood out to me, so that's the main reason I wanted to read it, because I was like, oh. So, again, we just find the story, and then we read it. And we give our impressions and thoughts of it. And, you know, we might throw a few jokes in there every now and then if something stands out.
We're feeling a little jokey.
But, you know, you're not my mom, so don't tell me how to fucking run my show. Alright, so let's get going. Names have been changed. No, somewhat tame from other stories I've read, but I was sufficiently freaked. So at 16, I was too old to attend my traditional Christian camp as a camper. I had been going since I was about 10, so I opted to be a counselor. I underwent training, and during the summer I showed up for a week as a counselor. The girls were great, had fun with them, but the trouble started the night before the week's start when the counselors all met and had a night to ourselves. I guess I give off this naive air because few people took me under their wing. An older counselor, Sam, male, 30-ish, warned against friending another guy, Paul, 25. Paul was fun and played along with me. At one point lifted me off my feet from behind. I thought it was fun and brushed it off. Only he kept giving me too much attention. Gradually I got more alarmed. In crafts he tried spending time with me despite needing to focus on his own kids. Then I noticed he wasn't with his kids at all at times. Long story short, there is a schedule, so cabin 12 as an example is with a few other cabins swimming at the pool at 1 p.m. where cabin 3 is at the lake swimming at the same time. He's supposed to be at the lake with his boys, but instead by the canteen snack station watching me. I've seen him, he knows I have, but is content to stare at me across the way. I bottle it all up. This week isn't about drama, it's about the campers. Plus I never have seen him again after this week. Sam steps in between me and Paul when he can, but not always can, seeing as our schedule doesn't always meet. Middle of the week, Paul gets taken away from his cabin, replaced, and put in kitchen duty. Apparently he's been too friendly with the kids. At one point, putting a girl in his lap and staring at her, just freaking staring at her. That and not being in with his cabin at all. Now, I didn't see him as frequently, so when, right? No, during the end of the week talent show, he decides he would sign up. He gets up there and states he's going to show us this dance, a two-person dance, like a tango or waltz, I don't recall. Then says, can I have Buoyant Pesky join me up front? My campers grin, think it's funny, and start chanting my name. But luckily there was a girl who shared my name, so most eyes went to her instead. Gave me time to slip out. Honestly, could have handled that situation better, but I was not only freaked out but mortified. About 30 minutes later, the number 2 at the camp found me in tears. Is that like second in command?
I don't know.
Asked me why I ran off. I explained everything, and she didn't second guess me. He had already raised so many red flags by being off with the kids that he wasn't going to be invited back ever. If I ever have doubts of his creepiness, I have a picture of the camp counselors to look back on, taken the beginning of the week. We're all standing there smiling at the camera, and he's got his hand on my head staring at me. Yeah, let's not meet again. Short version, I was a camp counselor, and another camp counselor got kicked out of his cabin because he would watch me instead of taking care of his cabin. It was inappropriate with the kids. I mean, that's gross.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean,
what a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, that's a creepy boy. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Ms. Boyant Pesky. I don't know how you were lucky enough to find someone else at your camp who was also named Boyant Pesky, but lucky for you.
Yeah, it's not a common name.
Yeah, it's really not that common. So like, I'm really happy that you were able to avoid that creepy situation by throwing someone else under the bus. And for that, because that's my favorite moment in the story.
Yeah.
For that alone, this story gets a 6.
6?
I'm giving this all 6.
It was better than the last one.
Really?
I thought so.
Oh.
I felt like it was more interesting.
This one was definitely really interesting.
I was more like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because there's like a lot more like
the other
what
one.
is this dude about going on with this dude?
The last one we did, the
movie
creepy
theater?
guy at the movie theater. I was like he's like the creepy guy said like the couple lines, but like I knew he was creepy.
Yeah.
You know, he was described as creepy. I was expecting creepy behavior.
Wow, dude.
All I knew about this guy was that
judgmental of you.
All I knew about this guy was that his name was Paul and he's a camp counselor. And then he started being fucking creepy with kids. And then that's just like
that's super offsetting, yeah.
No. Yeah. So I'm gonna give this one what did I give the last one?
You give the last one a 6.5. Oh no, or
you gave
8.
6. I gave Keanu an 8.
Yeah, you gave him a 6.
Yeah, I gave him a 6. So I'll give this one a 7.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. This one's a really good story. I'll say like I'll definitely give this one a 6.5 too, because I'll say this one was just as good if not better than the other one, but didn't need to be. It wasn't crazy long. You didn't try to drum it up, and like it felt very like it was very good at putting you in the driver's seat and making you feel like, wow, this situation would really fucking suck.
Yeah, that's fucking weird as shit.
Go ahead and leave your comments. And your ratings, if they're different, even if they're the same, go ahead and leave your rating and stuff like that in the comment section. I'm gonna do a little bonus one because this one's short as shit and I don't want it to go to waste. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up right now. This one is by user ahole99. I'm not, and that's not my personal opinion of the guy. That's just his name. So the name of his story is Whack Job Busman, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I've not read the story yet, but I'm gonna give you my initial impression. I really hope it's about like a bus dude trying to whack this guy off. I'm probably gonna be way off. We'll see. Hope, and if the dude's of age, like, you know. All right. On mobile, sorry for formatting, etc. So this literally just happened on my way home. There was this man in a yellow jumper, wacko. At first, wow, this guy's real presumptuous.
Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. At first, he went up to another man that was sat down at the bus stop. He got real close to the poor guy, sat down, and started pointing at his own wrist, saying something. So the other man stood up and walked away to get on the bus. I sat upstairs on the bus in the second row from the front, and Wacko sits directly in front of me. So I moved further to the back. Already being uncomfortable, I'm watching him intensely. At first, he started rubbing his unlit cigarette against his face. Then he started to randomly stick his arms up kinda to the side, imagine the YMCA. Sometimes one at a time, and sometimes at the same time. He carried on doing this for like 10 minutes before he starts to punch his chest before sticking his arms up each time. Again, goes on for like 10 minutes. He then stood up, and I noticed in the reflection of the front window that he's flashing his junk out the window. He does this randomly a few more times in the time I was still on the bus. He carries all this on, and just before I'm gonna get off the bus, he sprays spit all over the front windows. He was completely silent while doing this. Not a word spoken since he went up to the guy and sat down. Since he went up to the guy, sat down. Alright, I had a hard time with that. When I got off the bus, I saw him flashing out the window again. I know he didn't do anything personally to me, but he made me so uncomfortable, and I had a really bad feeling in my stomach near him. Dear Bus Wacko, please let's never cross paths again. I didn't sign up to see your drunk. I was only trying to get home before midday. That's fucking shitty.
Yeah, I'd be so goddamn uncomfortable. I don't know what I would do. Probably do what he did and just sit there and be like, Jesus fucking Christ.
That's terrible, dude. And like, it's even worse because he's on a bus and then like he's flashing his wiener and shit out, and like there could be kids.
And no one fucking did anything.
Yeah, no one did anything about it.
No one
Like,
did anything.
Guy got homeboy got away with it. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's shitty. I didn't like that story. It was like that story was really hard to read, but you know it's on mobile or whatever, so it's hard to format it correctly or put punctuation or spell things correctly. You know, or that's just a pain in the ass to like worry about. Like the point is, your story came across and like you said what you had to, and it came across the way I'm sure you meant for it to. I'm giving that one like a 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5.
It's a 5. I'm glad he didn't fucking try to do anything weird to you.
Yeah.
Like, that just sounds like a shitty situation to be in, and I'd be really uncomfortable as well. So, I'm glad that it didn't go as bad as it could have. I'm sorry you had to see a weirdo's wiener. I'm sorry to anybody who had to see that guy's wiener. Assuming it's true. But like the thing is, like, why you could have told the bus driver before you got off, like, hey, this dude's being a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I don't know.
But she probably didn't want him getting kicked off the bus while she was getting off.
Yeah.
And then like having a whole seat, like that would be
He or she.
Yeah, he or she. Yeah.
Because I don't think they said.
Yeah, they never said what they were.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah. I don't know.
So go ahead and leave your rating for that one too.
You should have John Wicked.
Oh my
Just
God.
kidding.
You should have just John Wick. You should have took his wiener and broke his wrist, and then pulled his wiener off and stabbed it through his chin.
Yeah.
But then she would have to go to jail, dude. And then if she went to jail, well, or he or she went to jail, and he or she's significant other would show up, and yeah, they would visit for a little while. But what if?
Wait, why did she go to jail, but the fucking flasher doesn't go to jail?
He would too. Well, he would die. He would die. That's why, because she jammed his wiener.
I mean in this situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She jammed his wiener so hard up, it was manslaughter.
Yeah, but he did a crime.
Yeah, but
like
she
IRL.
killed him. Yeah, but she killed him.
No, but I mean like in IRL.
Yeah, but she like killed him.
Not for real.
Yeah, but like
that was just a thing that we were saying.
If we were John Wicking, yeah.
But like in the story, that's a crime.
Yeah, that is a crime.
And he didn't get arrested.
Yeah,
so
because
why can't he or she commit a crime and then they get arrested? Why does that happen?
Well, because she's in this hypothetical scenario, she's ripping this dude's wiener off and sticking it through his.
Yeah, but apparently if you're on the second story of a bus, no one gives a fuck.
That's true, man. That's true. Fucking life hacks, dude.
Yeah.
If you want to embezzle money,
you want to commit a crime, just be on the second
it's
floor
like
of a bus.
because at that point you're technically, if you're at the right elevation, it puts you like in international waters.
International zone, yeah.
So
you're in international airspace.
So that's a true story. Also, for legal purposes, that's not actual legal advice I'm giving anybody. I'm not encouraging anybody. We're not encouraging anybody to commit crimes on the second story of a bus. But I just feel like that's
all you have to do is just go to the Continental.
That's not a real place.
No, there's no business on Continental.
It's not a real place. That's fictional.
And the police stay away from places like that.
It's a fictional place, Chris. John Wick's not real.
Of course it's real, dude.
Alright guys, so if you want to leave your thoughts and feedback on the story or have discussions, I mean, I'm really open to having discussions with you guys about the stories we read. You can go and leave comments in the comment section. If you have stories you think that are cool, that you'd like to see exposed more or have us read, you can go ahead and leave that in the comment section as well. Again, we play video games and shit, so if you want to see us play video games that you want, if there's any games you want to see us play, leave it in the comment section.
You know what I want to know from the audience?
What?
Since we're talking about John Wick still?
Yeah.
Audience, I have a question for you all. If you had a marker to give, who would you give it to, and what would you make them do?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm genuinely interested. So if you have an answer, throw it in the comments.
Also, almost forgot. It's been a while since I've thought about this. If you guys can do me a huge favor, me and Chris have an agreement arranged.
Oh yeah.
I need 5 of you, at least.
There still hasn't been anybody.
I forgot to fucking say anything. I completely forgot about it. We have until Halloween. I need 5 people by Halloween to leave a comment. 5 different people to be like, hey, you guys should play Doki Doki. I haven't played Doki Doki. Chris hasn't played Doki Doki. It's the first episode. It's the proto fucking We Get Bodied game. Like the first game that me and Chris ever like we played like the first like 5-10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
That's all we've played. And that was the first game we ever recorded. That was the first game. That was the first We Get Bodied. It's the lost tapes. It's the lost series. It doesn't exist because we never got past that first episode because the video got corrupted, so we couldn't do anything with it, and we kind of gave up on that. I want to revisit that. Chris just needs 5 fucking comments, please.
I said it. Yeah, I did say 5 people. That's all.
5
you need.
people.
5 people. It's
5
doable.
It's doable.
It's extremely doable.
We have enough people where
I said it. I set the bar real low on this one.
Please.
Because I know how much it would mean to you.
Thank you.
But you got to get that 5.
And I will. And if we don't hit it this year, I will ask every year. Every year, but around Halloween time, I will beg because I want to play this game.
All right, but I got a counter proposal.
Okay, what's your counter proposal?
All right. I want to play Dream Daddy.
So all right, I will linchpin. If we play Doki Doki, you're getting Dream Daddy. We're bundling it.
I was gonna say, 5 people vote Dream Daddy. We do Dream Daddy. 5 people vote Doki Doki. We'll do Doki Doki.
I'm the kind of guy who's like, why can't you have both?
We can do both.
I want both.
All right.
If you give us Doki Doki, you'll get Dream Daddy with it.
Yeah, as a bonus.
As a bonus.
Free bonus.
Free. I mean, if you really think about it, it's a really good value because
yeah,
everything we give you is free.
You 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, which is free. So like, you're getting 2 series for free.
We just ask for 5 comments.
Please.
Saying Doki Doki / Dream Daddy.
That's it. That's all you have to say. Just say Doki Doki / Dream Daddy. That's it.
DD/DD.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, you just put. All you have to do is put DD in the comment. If you put DD in the comments, that's it. We know we're casting your vote.
Put your D's in the chat.
Put your D's in the chat. Big D's, not little D's. I mean, if you have little D's, it's fine. You know, I'm not gonna judge you. Like, you can put your little D's in the chat, but I want. If there's big honking D's out there, I want to see them in the comments.
Here we go. Game on. Handshake.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for this one. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to shut the campfire off because, you know, we got to be cool about fire safety. Be cool about fire safety. And then, you know.
Try not to get bodied.
Yeah.
Wait.
I was gonna tell them to, like, make sure that they always shut their fires off and make sure that they have the power off.
Yeah.
Because energy conservation is a really big deal. And, you know, preservation of the environment is also a very important topic. So
turn your fires off, everybody.
Yeah.
Just flip the switch, turn them off. Make sure no one's in use. If it's not in use, no one's using it. Make sure you shut off your fires.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate you trying. Have a good night, guys. Try not to get bodied.
Try not to get bodied. Try not to get bodied.
Try not to. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Try not to get bodied.
Have a good one, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
The last thing anyone would want is for you to get bodied.
If you want to see what I look like, you can follow me at YT at Dylan is Chillin'. And you can also follow me on. No, wait, that's his Instagram. You can. I also make music. So
go ahead and follow my 2 best friends, Nathan and Chris.
They're pretty cool. By the way, it's me, Chills, and I personally endorse this video. Try not to get bodied again, because that'd be bad, and your parents would be really sad if you died. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Chills.
Good night. Good night, Nathan.
Oh man, thanks, dude. That means the world. Fucking weirdo.